This is the disclaimer for the video you're about to watch, as well as all videos belonging to the Lynn Wick channel on all platforms on which we operate this channel. No part of this publication, which includes this YouTube video, may be reproduced, stored in a retrievable system, or transmitted in any form or by any means except as permitted by the United States Copyright Act without the prior express written consent of the broadcaster, Lynn Wick. While we use our best efforts to prepare content for this site, we make no representation or warranties with respect to the accuracy or completeness of the content of the videos, including any content, links, or resources shared by third parties. Furthermore, all parties specifically disclaim any express or implied warranties of merchantability or fitness for a particular purpose. The advice and strategies contained herein may not be suitable for your situation. No legal advice or financial advice is being given herein, as we are not attorneys or financial advisors. You should consult with a professional where appropriate. No liability or damages shall take place because of this content. Furthermore, your use of this site and watching these videos confirms your agreement that the state of Ohio law applies to all disputes relating to this site, videos, and venue. For all claims and disputes relating to this site and videos shall be in the state of Ohio.
God has a special plan for your life, and He never lets you go. And when you're having a hard time, He thinks about you, and He created you. And God always loves you. He never forgets about you. When you feel bad, He always comforts you. God has a special plan for your life.
Keep walking with God. No matter what happens, keep walking with God and be strong and very courageous. And notice that to be strong and courageous are two separate things. There are some people that are strong, but they're not courageous. And there are some people that are courageous that are not strong. I've seen little 4'11" women who may not be strong, but they're courageous. Nothing scared. They will get up in the face of a giant and say, listen, you do that again, I'm gonna slap you into tomorrow. They're like, oh no, you'll be surprised what courage can do, even if the person lacks the strength. But God said, I want you to have the dynamic duo. I want you to be strong and courageous, because somebody can have the ability to do something and you're scared to let people see what you got. You're scared to show your strength. He says, go in this thy strength. Walk in your strength unapologetically, but yet with humility. Walk in your strength, because I'm trusting and trembling. I am trusting and trembling. I understand my strength. My strength is dependent upon His wisdom and His strength in my life. I don't do this in my own strength. Because if God were to snatch His Spirit from me, I am but a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. I understand that so clearly. So don't just go in your strength, go in your dependence upon God, even with your strength. Keep
And if you are not diligently seeking God, He's diligently seeking you. Don't you see it, how He kept coming for you all your life? Don't you see it, how when people gave up on you, He was there? Don't you see it, how even when your nets came up empty, even the empty nets were preparation for the greater blessing? Don't you see how even the rejections in your life were making room for something you did not know to expect? That was next. I don't know what's next, but I get a sense in my spirit that God is getting somebody ready for next, because He's the God of again. I don't think He brought you this far to leave you. I don't think He gave you this much to abandon you. I don't think He brought you into this earth to step back from you and have you figure it out on your own. I think He's going to show up in a great way in this next season of your life. Even
He said, if the blessing is the empowerment to prosper and succeed, what is favor for? And I thought about it, and I could come up with a few answers. But before I even spoke, he said this. Boy, I'm telling you, it caused an explosion in my spirit. He said, the blessing is the empowerment to prosper. Favor produces the opportunities to make it happen. Now, it's one thing to have ability, but if you never have an opportunity to use that ability, what good's the ability? Amen? He said,
God always telling me to wait on a relationship, wait on that business, wait on my home. I'm tired of waiting. Like, always telling me to wait on the right time or the right moment. God, I just want it now. And we gripe in the waiting. We complain in the waiting. You know who else did that? The first generation Israelites. And because they griped and complained in the waiting, guess what? They never saw the promise. Because what you speak also shows your faith. And so right now in your situation, what have you spoken over your workplace, over your boss, over the people around you, over your family? What have you been speaking because things aren't going the way you would like them to go? Are you speaking negativity over your situation, or are you speaking by faith? God, I don't like how they talked to me or what they said to me, but I know that you can change their heart. So please change them before I punch them.
When the night is long and prayer seems silent, still I lift my eyes to you. When the waiting feels It's like endless shadows. Still my heart will trust in you. I will stand till the veil breaks. I will stand till the veil breaks. Faith unshaken, hope away. I will stand until the veil breaks. Every season teaches me your timing. Every tear has sown the ground. Though the answer hides beyond the heavens, still your promise calls me now. I will stand till the veil breaks. I will stand till the veil breaks. Faith unshaken, hope away. I will stand until the veil breaks. I won't let go. I won't let go till your glory floods my soul. I won't let go. I won't let go till the heavens all will stand until the veil breaks. I will stand until the veil breaks. Faith unshaken, hope away. I will lift my eyes to your face, to your face, to your face. I will lift my eyes to your face.
Good morning, Grand Rising, everybody. Wow, what a great opening. Wasn't that cool? Oh my gosh, I had chili willies all morning. Things have been happening to me in the last couple of days. It's just like, wow. I feel things like, okay, did that just happen? I mean, do you guys feel this stuff? Things are really happening, but we don't know what. And that makes it more exciting because it's like, wow, what's changing? Because things are changing. Ooh, for the good though. And everybody says, nothing's happening. Well, I said that too. And there's not much happening, but just things that God says. And then people appear or they come up and it's just crazy. I don't even have any more words for it. Anyway, Grand Rising, everybody, and good morning. It is Friday and it is a beautiful day. And Ron Anthony is supposed to be up. I pray that he does get the link. I did send him too. So we hope that Ron gets to join us this morning. We have so much to talk about and such a wonderful, wonderful man. And I really, really think he's going to be awesome. And the conversation should be a very good one. So I pray this morning that you're all doing well. Hmm. I can see you're all saying hello. Wow. Anyway, guys, let's get started. Let's stop the chat and let's go to prayer. Father, we come to you this morning. We thank you for waking us up, for us just sitting there and going, okay, what am I going to do today? Then we look around, and it's just a day just like every other day. But the special part is we wake up and we say thank you. And we never forget to do that. And when we do, we double thank you. Father, please bless this family. And those that are listening and those to come. May they feel you here in your presence with them. And may this day be a glorious morning. May we have laughter, joy, and peace. For days seem so heavy, but yet, do we make that our own? Mm-mm. You say lift, and we just say how high. We float because we feel peace. We know people are hurting, and we pray for them. And this morning, many needed prayers. And now I'm asking again, may we help everyone as we move forward. Not just this morning, but every single day. For we know that we are not in this world to be left alone. We're here because you called each and every one of us. We are the chosen. And we need to believe that and understand why were we the chosen. We thank you that you bless each and every one of us, whether it's big or small. Sometimes we don't even notice. But today, let it be the day that they all see a blessing. Whether it's small or huge, let them see it, feel it, and be able to touch it. But most of all, may your love shine through them and the light be glorious. Watch over us as we go forward. And let this day and this morning comfort everyone. And righteous anger is okay. The way may we just be blessed in your words. And this we ask this morning. And we all said, amen. Well, I don't see Mr. Rahn yet. I hope he's got the link because I have invited him in 2 different emails. Come on, Ron. Okay. All right. So what's happening, guys? Tell me, do. I want to know what's happening. I've been so busy doing things that I just drifted away from a little things. And now I'm like, ooh, I know things are happening because I see certain things. Anyway, what do you have to say for ye? Anyway, we are going to get started. Am I being heard okay? Because I hear a background. There it is. I think I got it. All right. Can you hear me better? All right. Let's do some meet and greets this morning until Ron comes on. How's that sound? Good? Okay. So let's see who's on first this morning. Is Alyssa says, hey, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Deborah says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Trout King says, good morning, everyone. It's Friday. Yes, it is. Elsa says, the leaves are changing quite a bit now. Very pretty. Yes, it's pretty, and it's starting to get cold. We have great weather until it hits Monday. Monday is going to be a really cold start. And I told you, they're going to push us from summer. You're going to see just a slight part of fall, and then winter is going to hit. Great, right? Silver what? 47.89. It was 48 something yesterday, so it dropped. Teresa says, good Friday morning, Lynn and all. Could it be this weekend? It could be any day. Jan says, number 9, Grand Rising, Lynn, Ghost Mods and all. Need prayers for Jim, a dear friend in hospital. Also, Paul, thank you. I am sorry I got on late, but I had many calls coming in for people needing prayer. Prayer always comes first. When somebody is in desire need, I will not come up if I have many people calling me. This morning, I had 4 all coming in at the same time. They started bouncing each other out. So I had to go back and look them up and call them and see what was going on, because anybody calling me that early, there's a reason. So I would do the same for you. So please forgive them. Forgive me. Betty says, good morning, family. It's a beautiful day here in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. Good morning. My face says, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Viola says, good morning, family. Good morning. Donna says, thank you, Lynn and Jim, for the difference you have made in so many people's lives. Where would we be without you all? Where God wants you. Leno says, good morning, Lynn, Ghost Miles, and all others. Hugs, loves, and prayers to all. Prayers, honey. Tammy says, happy Friday, family. Love and blessings to everyone. Good morning, Tammy. Jocelyn says, good morning, Lynn, Ghost Mods, and family of friends. Cajun County is ready to go. There you go. Lois says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Lois. Bamba says, good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day. Yes, it is. A bit chilly, but that's okay. Right now, it just flipped to 60. Okay, we're up to 60. Candace, we don't promote other people, please. Grandma Bess says, good sunny morning, everyone from Northwest Ohio. Good morning. Rodney says, Grand Rising, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Brenda says, greetings from Greece. This Texan is having an amazing time. There you go. By Congos Island. That's awesome. C. Pavelaki says, Grand Rising, Len and family, sending prayers your way. Thank you, honey. Teresa says, good morning, Len and family. I'm here. I'm resting at home and will be listening as much as I can. Love you all. Guys, everybody keep Teresa in your prayers, please. Small Car says, good morning. Make it a great day. You also, sweetheart. GH says, good morning, everyone. You make my days so much better. Aw. Gordy says, peace, love, and prayers to all of you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Gordy. Sherry says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Dawn says, good morning, everyone. Lynn, can you please put me on the prayer list as my position was eliminated last July and I am not having a hard time securing a new job? Absolutely. Jerry says, good morning to one and all from Dutchess County, upstate New York. Make it a great weekend. Absolutely. Great weekend, everybody, right? Pam says, oh, good morning, everyone. John says, our journey through life, we meet many different people and gain knowledge and wisdom from that meeting. I am thankful that along the way, I met God and my life changed forever. See, while I'm smiling? Thank you, John. I'm smiling too. Kenda says, Grand Rising, beautiful souls. Lynn, please pray for me and my family. There's so much going on and need prayers. Absolutely. Good morning, T. Cherry says, Grand Rising family, trust all is well, and may you be blessed with the love and blessings with Northwest Georgia. Good morning. Davis says, good morning, Team Lynn and family. Good morning. Carolyn says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Rena says, good morning, Lynn, Ghost Mods and family. Good morning. Guy says, let's try this again. Good morning, Lynn, Jim, Mods, and Chat family. Wishing you all a fantastic, beautiful, sunny day from South Carolina. Go share, smile, and a hug. We all need them. Love and hugs, Loretta and Randall. Good morning, Guy. Good morning, Miss Loretta. What, did you have an issue? It's okay. Trisha says, good morning, everyone from South Texas. Good morning. Glenna says, Grand Rising from Lynn, Harley, Jim, Harley, and Mods, praying for everyone, and I make beautiful, blessed day, weekend. Okay, good morning. Earl says, Grand Rising from family, Mrs. Lynn and Ghost. Good morning. MJ says, good morning, everyone. Thank you for making a difference in my life. You are welcome. You guys make a huge difference in my life. Truly do. Hey, Lola says, happy Friday, you all. Happy Friday. Kayla says, Grand Rising, everyone. Hi, Kayla. First time here? Sunshine RV says, good morning, everyone. God bless us all. Have a blessed weekend. Thank you. You also. Sea Change says, good morning, family. Good morning. Good morning, Kay. Brighter day. Good morning. Greetings, Lynn, Ghost, and everyone in chat. Sending love and positive thoughts. Oh, honey, it's so good to see you in here. Oh, what a blessing. Eons ago. Good morning. I do, Trisha. I do. Viola says, good morning, Lynn, Ghost. Thank you for being here for all of us in these past few years. Thank you for bringing the truth. Love you both. Aw, thank you, sweetheart. We love you. We can hear that train coming. Okay. You're already in the darkness, Vi. When the so-called people in the, you know what, went out on, you know what? That's your 10 days of darkness. They're not coming back. Not unless they bring them back very slowly. Melanie says, good morning, Lynn, Jim, mods and chat. 94 today. Good morning. Guys, thumbs up, please. Thumbs up, thumbs up. All right, guys. I'm going to jump off of saying the meet and greets. We got Ron here, so let's bring him in. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but let's get Ron in. There he is.
Hey, hey.
Hi.
Good to be on here, man.
So sunshine there. Look at that smile. You're always smiling.
Ooh, I got to. You know, you smile even when, I can say the reason why is because I figured out, is it going to be this or is it going to be this? So I chose this on the inside.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what's happening?
Whew. Well, it's been great things happening, and I've been more dealing with the inside a lot more now. And you know, I started out as a little boy living on the inside, but then as you go through life and all these different changes and distractions and all of that, so now as we talk through this show, I'll tell you how it all happened as far as me not losing myself, but staying within and dealing with the two, because it's two. Now it's only one. So that's why I'm smiling.
Well, I got a big smile.
Yeah. So, you know,
go ahead.
Do you want to start with what happened this morning?
Well, you want me to show it? Then we can tell them.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. All right, guys, we're going to show you. Okay.
First, let me tell them first, because we were okay. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. This morning, you know, I'm just laying in the bed, and because I get up all the time, and now I think.
Uh-oh.
See,
you just went out. Ron.
Hear me. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Now you can see me here.
No, you're out. Your picture's
Uh-oh.
out.
Oh,
can you turn your camera back on?
It's on. I didn't touch it.
Okay, go out and come back in.
Oh, Lord. Okay, I will.
Okay. Okay, he's got an issue with his phone for a minute, but he'll be right back in. This has happened before to someone else, so it's okay. Ron and I, we just talked this morning, and we talked, and then I get phone calls that came in right after him, and it's like, wow, busy morning. But that's okay. We love Ron. Oh, there he is.
Okay. Y'all, okay. Let me go back. This happens all the time. So this is an everyday thing with me. I'm on the phone hang up, and I'm on TikTok. They kick me out. So I mean, I'm used to this. So only thing they don't know, I'm just gonna call back in. That's it. That's all. But I just want to say this. This morning, like I was saying, I get up every morning now, and I think and say, okay, and I tune in with the inside. And so this morning I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm hearing this voice, it's the power of God that's within me. And call in. I'm like, it's almost time. You back?
Oh, they're really doing you.
Am I back now?
Nope, your camera's off. Oh, they're really after you, Ron.
Uh-oh. I'm going to go out again, Lynn. It happens all the time.
That's fine. Hey, I'm here. I got my fists up and I got strong arms.
I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're back. Uh-oh, now they're taking you out again.
And it's nothing that I'm doing. So it's...
Uh-oh. Ron goes around. He does things and they don't like what he says. So just to make sure you understand that. He may go in and out. So just bear with him. God bless him. I'm telling you. Yeah, he got louder when the video go out. Yeah. He is a good man. Very good man. Yeah, he has something to say. We were talking this morning, and I think they're going after him. But we had a good talk this morning. They don't like truth, absolutely. But it's not really truth. I think what he's going to try to talk about is things that we need to know. But I don't think it has anything to do with truth. Yep, it's up to it again. I don't even see a connection going. Here it comes. You're there.
Man, are you there?
Yes. Can you see my avatar? Can you see my avatar? Ron, can you hear me?
This is so crazy.
Okay, you're there. I can hear you. Don't see you. Ryan, go back out and come back in. Ron? Ron, can you hear me? Wow. You see what they do? This is what makes me angry. Wow. Cannot believe this. He knows a lot of people, and I think because of that, they attack him. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Doesn't look like he's able to get back on. No, YouTube. It's not YouTube. Yep, they are stalking him. Absolutely. All right, let's just play something little to see if he can make it back on. And yes, you should know where this is coming at.
So they've
Is that coming even working? There it goes.
So they've come out with a prediction of what the winter is going to be like across the country this year. And they're saying that in the Northeast, it's going to be below average. In the Midwest, it's going to be pretty much average, but the Great Lakes region, the Great Lakes region, try to say that 3 times fast, is going to be pounded. I just hope it doesn't come south of the Great Lakes and hit us here in Columbus, Ohio. Are you ready? Where's your ice scraper?
Okay, so those that are in those areas, especially Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, all around those areas, watch out. Let me see if I can get him again. Hold on. All right, I resent him another one. Oh, there he is. Okay. Hi, honey. You know what? I just sent you a link at your other another email.
Okay.
If this goes out, go to that link. Okay.
It won't now.
Okay.
Yeah. But as I was saying, and what just happened, I just tuned in. And so as I did that, it said, do this, do that, and you'll get back in. So I did exactly what I just was telling you all. I talked from within. So I did with what was told to me from the Spirit. And so now, okay, what happened this morning is that I was just laying and just got up and I heard the voice call Lynn. I mean, it's almost time for the show to come on. I'm like, she is not going to talk to me. This is she's probably busy doing the show. Now, this the outside. I'm just giving you an example of the flesh and the spirit. She's not going to talk to me. That's the flesh talking. And so I heard it again. Call Lynn. And so in the midst of calling Lynn, I heard I call it Michael because I was told to just name one of them for you. So I named it's Michael. So I have Michael, I have the higher self, which is me. And then I have other angels on the inside that works with me. We all have it. And so I just chose to dig deeper. And so as I was listening, said, look at this. And I'm like, look at what? And so I started looking on the internet, and all before I was talking to one of my friends that I won't say because she was caught up in sex trafficking, and one of my other friends that was caught up in sex trafficking. And if you know me, you know who I'm talking about, but I won't say their name because every time their name is said, they shut the system down. So if you know me, you know who I'm talking about. And celebrities' kids that supposed to be gone. So I talked to, we always talking, said, okay, yeah, they have so many different characters that's playing Trump. And I said, okay, now this me and the spirit talking now. So
Uh-oh.
So
You know what, Ron? Keep talking. It's okay.
okay.
Keep talking.
Yes, it was like Elvis. And I said, Elvis. Now, this was prior to, this is like, I would say like a year ago. And because they switch everything up. And when I say they, you have man and you have the Spirit of God. So you just witnessed me talking to the Spirit of God, which is really the flesh and the spirit warring against each other. It's me and the Spirit. And so, like when I was saying to call Lynn. She's not, I'm just going back and forth, call Lynn. So I'm saying that to say, when this happened, in the midst of that, I was looking at the Elvis thing. I'm like, why are you saying this? So I just looked and I said, you're right. Now, I said this a year ago with this particular person. And now today, this morning, I'm looking at this. Call Lynn. I called Lynn and I was like, Lynn, can you talk? Because I'm like, because you know, when you it's the flesh and the spirit. So I'm like, and so I'm hearing this, who you gonna ride with? Are you gonna ride with, you gonna stay in this flesh, or are you gonna allow me to work through you? Which one is it? And see, the power talks to me how I talk. And so I'm like, okay. So I just shut down. I shut down the flesh because we have that power to do that. Flesh shut down. So I start talking to Lynn. And Lynn was telling me certain things. And I'm like, now, how are we talking? But I never talked to her until we're talking now in this illusion, which I know what it is. And so, Lynn, can you take over from there to tell what you were doing at the time that I called you?
Okay, so what I was doing, family, was I was looking up something and I says, wait, I know this. So I went in and I said, okay, I know where to go. So I went there and of course it was there. And I said, wow. So I listened. And then another thing, I thought, wait, let me go see. And right at that time, Ron calls. And as I was reading it, Ron goes, Lynn, can you talk? And he was whispering. I go, yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. I don't talk. Ron and I don't talk much together. But when we do, we have conversations. So what I'm going to show you is what happened. So this is what I was doing as Ron was anticipating on getting a hold of Lynn. So let me show you. Now our mics are open. Okay, so let me switch these two. Okay, now I want you to pay attention because there's two parts to this. Now, this is what I did before he called. I want you to really pay attention how God interrupts and says, mm-mm. But then he says, oh, yes.
Have you heard what Gene Ho said? Gene Ho, who was this guy's personal photographer? Wait to hear this.
But this is a law that I think Donald Trump should sign into law if he should become president again. And I think it's a pretty good idea. Imagine if Donald Trump signed into a law something to the effect of that anyone who ever faked their death in the past can come back and not be harassed at all. The media couldn't contact them. People can't contact them unless they want to talk to them. They could just come back and live a peaceful life. But the thing is, and again, I'm saying I'm not implying anything, but think about how wonderful this could be so that it extends to anyone that wants to retire from a certain profession. For example, look at all the people in showbiz or music or whatever that they just hate their lives because the fame wasn't what they thought it would be, and they just want to leave, but they can't leave.
That's a very interesting thought you have there, Gene, especially in light of what I've been posting lately. And not only what I've been posting lately, but what someone else has been posting lately. Now, I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I found my smoking gun. I really did. The smoking gun that...
Okay, now that's the third time he's investigated this. Then something came along that said, well, actually, I heard a song and it was by Elvis. And I said, wait, listen. And I heard something and I said, wait, listen. And I played it. Wait, listen. So I'm going to read you the words to what Elvis said in one of his songs. One of his songs is, "Are you lonesome tonight?" Now, who would have thought there'd be anything in there that would be nothing but a very beautiful song, right? All right, so I want you to listen to the words. Here we go. Song by Elvis Presley. Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory stay to a bright summer day when I kissed you and called you sweetheart? Do the chairs in the parlor seem empty and bare? Do you glaze at the doorsteps and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? I wonder if you're lonesome tonight. I know someone said that the world is a stage and each of us must play a part. Hate me? Playing in love with you. Fate had me playing in love with you as my sweetheart. Act 1 was where we met. I love you at first glance. You read your lines so clearly and never missed a clue. Then came Act 2. You seemed to change. You acted strange. And why, I've never known. Was he telling us something?
Yes. And yes. And, you know, when you said that, and I'm looking at this and was told to call you, it's at the same time.
This was at the same time.
The same time.
Yes, I was doing this at the same time he called me about this thing with Elvis. I said, what?
And, you know, I want to say this, and I got to speak this person's name. I mean, I know a lot of this growing up when I was a little boy living in Jupiter, Florida, singing for the Kennedys as a little boy, not knowing why am I even in this situation. I'm not even old enough to be in here to sing at the Trattoria. And I met this woman, and she probably on here listening.
I'm just in here showing them where I found this at. I did go to Gemini.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to see what the words were.
Okay.
Because I kept catching them. And I thought, no, I'm not hearing this right. So, yeah, Ron, I think you're right.
And then can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
I want to say this. I met this woman, and she pulled me back. Even though I went through, you know, I knew what was going on. Gold Star Mother Susan Price. She pulled me back into the spirit realm because I didn't want to be in it anymore. You know, and a lot of people in the music industry don't want to be in the music industry because of what's going on. Well, I knew what was going on, and I'm in the spirit ministry, and I didn't want to be in that because it was so much that you could see. And Susan Price, I saw her on a podcast. She introduced me to Lynn. She introduced me to all these people that are spiritual. And it's like I'm being placed back into the place where I know that it's safe, but because of the people won't come together. And, you know, I was talked about, I was this, I was that, kicked out of the family. I mean, family members still don't deal with me, and I don't care if they're listening because it's the truth. And God was speaking to me and walked me through all of this. Even when I'm singing, I know it's not me singing, it's the power in me. Even now I'm speaking, I know it's not me speaking, it's the power in me. Because the flesh is so, it walks the same, but it's not the same. And so when Gold Star Mother Susan Price pulled me back in, I didn't want to go in, but I was told to call her, just like I was told this morning to call Lynn. And so for people out there now, I'm going to say this. It's a lot of backbiting going on, and it's on this channel. And people, we gotta, it's some things Lynn say, and I gotta say this, Lynn, and some people may not like it, but it's not for you to like. It's for you to know the truth, because I did not want to do this because of the hurt and the way people talk about you and backbiting, say this and say that. But you want to believe what they brainwashed us to believe, but then God is telling me that this is who this is, and they switch them up all the time. And what's going on it's coming back to the people, so you can see what's going on. So the same way that it came in is the same way that the corporation got to go out. And that's why the military is involved, so that the military sees this and they're bringing it back to the people. And so I'm telling you that's listening, start listening on the inside of you. And God sending people that's working on the inside, so you can see what I'm saying, what Lynn's saying, what P. Tam's saying, what Shar is saying, because these people are spiritual beings here to help us in every arena that they have. I have mine, you have yours, because see, we own the land.
Amen.
This land.
Yes.
We own this land. Out here is an illusion. We own this land. This. And it's not about the skin. It's the being that's within you. So who are you? That's what I'm saying. And I cry because it's a joy, because I know that Lynn is doing what she's supposed to do. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Everybody is doing what they're supposed to do. But to come against what God wants us to do is not going to work, because we're going back from whence we came, and that's in the power of God, which is within, so we can have the RV and all these different things that everybody's waiting for. It's already in you. You just got to know it. I know it. And yes. Lynn is sent here, and Mother Price was sent here to pull me back where I didn't want to go, because of the way that people talk and hurt and say things. You weird. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm just like, okay, I'm doing it this time, God. That's why I listen. And that's why you all say, oh, he's humble. No, it's the power in me that's doing that, because I didn't want to do it. And so I'm letting you all know, tap in, go inside, listen, because it's not you listening to Lynn the flesh, it's you listening to Lynn the light being that's within. Hey, Lynn within. So that's what, and I'm saying that because this is it, y'all. This is it. The only way this is going to happen for you, because it's happening for me, is you got to know it. So I thank you, and I got to say this, Mother Price, P. Tam, Shar, Jax, all of y'all. I thank you, Simply Lynn. And we have to uplift each other when we do things like this. I uplift all of y'all. And I come against distraction. I come against backbiting. I come against it because we all are love. And Lynn is love. Mother Price is love. P. Tam is love. P. Tam called me. I'm going to tell you this one time. P. Tam called me. And I did something that was simple. I mean, it was just something not intentional. And P. Tam said, Brother Ron, you got to take it down. And, you know, it's just, she was so in, you know, the love that she said to me, because it's you have to do this. And she did it in love. And I'm letting you all know. And I call her P. Tam because because she would tell you, and she say it in a lovable way. And Shar and P. Tam work together with Lynn, with Mother Price, with all the other people. So I'm saying that she told me something, and I was like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. But it was the flesh, because I wasn't paying attention. And so we war against You see what I'm saying? In and
Mhm.
out, in and out, in and out. So when she told me that, it got me back together. And this is going to happen all the time. But it's up to you to accept, okay. And I was like, yeah, I did do this. You know, and we laughed about it. But I tell you what, I won't do it no more. Because P-Tam and Shar is leading this. Lynn is leading this. And I know I'm rambling, but I'm telling you, this is what God has told me. Be humble. Listen, because I sent these people to you. And you listen. And you do exactly what I called you to do. You don't have to, but if you do, you're going to get all these things. All these things that I'm giving to you so that you can help your land. And that means that I'll be able to you know, the heart attack and all this, the big cut down my chest, all that would disappear. That's why they have the med beds. So
That's right.
I'm just letting you know this, and Lynn, I just had to say this because you know this morning I was like, well, Lynn, I don't know if I want to come on because, and Lynn took over. She said, you got to come on. Now, who's gonna argue with that? And I that's it. I just wanted to say that. And I know this is recorded, and I know that a lot of people are listening. But if you're listening, go home. Just go inside. That's it. Go inside and just listen to God.
That's right.
That's your RV. The registered version.
Yes.
From God, because you would put here to be who you are, and that's when you're gonna get all this stuff. It's just up to you to change your way, like I did. So that's all I want to say. Just go home and live within, and listen to Lynn. Because Lynn is telling you, she telling you the truth. In church, they used to say it's tight, but it's right.
I never heard that before.
You have?
No.
Because it is tight. And sometimes when you talk, I'm like, no, it's not. That's the flesh. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. That's me now going back and forth. And so I want to say this, Lynn. That day, that power of God just took my fingers and started typing. She's right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. And so I want to say that we all are right in our own dimension. So you just got to come together so you can see everything. Because some people are in a higher dimension and they're telling me, and I listen. I don't sit back and say, well, no, she ain't. The flesh would try to do it. Just like when P-Tam came to me, she was in a higher dimension. So I had to humble myself and say, okay, I did. And it wasn't like, you know, I got to say that because the flesh takes over sometimes, and sometimes we don't know. And it takes somebody like P-Tam or Mother Price or Jax or all these people, Simply Lynn, to put you back together again, because that's it. I mean, you can't just wander out on your own. We have to come together as one. And I say this again, P-Tam, I hope you're listening, that I thank you for helping me. Whew. Okay, I'm done because I just get so caught
I
up.
think I have a new song coming, Ron.
What? You know, I do have a song that I just wrote that's going to come out, Your Higher Self, because a lot of people don't know it's your higher self. That's it. It's within.
When's it coming out?
Well, I'm writing all the things now, and so I'm looking for a producer that's going to work with me, and we get it done. And it's, you know, because I want somebody that want to do it. I don't want somebody that, like, I'm on here, you on here because you want to do this. It's not about money. It's not about that. So when that person steps up, then that's who I'm going to work with. But in the meantime, I'm writing all the songs now. And you know, with this thing that with Suno, you can write the songs, hear the version, and you know, and you own it, but you just need someone to produce it. So I'm just waiting on that to come, because the money's going to be, we already have the money. It's the currency
Absolutely.
that's in you.
Yeah.
So
Well,
if you got the currency, if you got the currency, then you have the currency out here. I got the currency. And so now I got it out here.
Amen.
That's the RV. So that's it. I would be quiet now because I get too caught up.
No, you're fine.
Yo.
Guys, have you heard the song he wrote for me? What was it? 2 years ago? What was it?
Simply Land.
I know, but when did you write that?
Oh, when?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been about 2 years ago, and that came from God.
Have you guys heard
Nothing
it?
comes from me anymore because when I do it, I mess it up.
No, you don't.
No, if the flesh, the flesh. If I do it, it'll sound okay, but it just won't have that power behind it. Those words won't sink in. You know.
That's true, and I say that, and then I go, shh, be quiet. Listen. Then I go in.
Yeah.
All right, let me play the song. This is a song that Rahn wrote 2 years ago, which I cried so hard when I heard the song. It's so beautiful. And Rahn, I still thank you for that.
Thank
and
God,
if anytime you want to write me, you write me one.
I will, yeah.
Because you've seen I posted it up on my own channel on. Okay.
As I stumbled across my way of life, I noticed I needed to find my peace. There was no resting in my mind. I fell down on bending knees. Lord, can you help me get through this pain and all the lies man has said to me? The world is falling right in front of my eyes. Is it really about to end? And God said, simply, 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 live. It's like when simply, 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 live. As I saw the light shining bright from power deep within, Susan, a gold star mother, came to me and said, you must listen to Lynn. I gained my strength from the words she speak, and it lifted me off my feet. How can I see who I never met? I felt it was within, and God said, simply, 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 Lynn. It's like when simply, 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 yeah, Lynn.
Father, we thank you for giving us information that we can share and pray and only pray, that everyone comes to understand, even though they think that it happened today or yesterday or a year ago or 5 years ago, that you may show them the light, that how long it's actually been taken, when and what happened. Get the truth out there so they understand. No matter where they hear this from, Lord, may they only hear it from you. May they know and understand that this is a crucial time, that the understanding, it's got to be pure, because that's the only way they're going to be able to hear from you. Father, we thank you for loving us, for guiding us and supporting us. We thank you for so many things. Father, bless those that are crying out, those who feel lost, confused. Confusion is not of you. Lord, bless those. Let their hearts be calm, their minds be still. Get them to be able to hear you. There's a lot of things getting ready to happen. They've got to realize that certain things have already been done. Lord, show them the way. Grab them by the hand. Talk to them.
Simply, 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 live. It's like when simply, when simply, simply, live. Yeah.
Well, my friend, Thank you. Ron, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yes.
Yeah, I had Kleenex, so don't think I didn't.
Oh, Lord. You know, and that's why I was saying, like, when God writes stuff and use the body, it works. But if I write it and use the flesh, it's going to be a bunch of mess. That's why
Oh,
I never. That's why I
you
didn't
can
get
feel
into
the
that.
spirit within
Yeah, it's
you.
God. That's what I'm saying. It's like
I was crying because I could feel him through you.
And you know, of the people, and it's not that you're better or anything. It's just that we all go through things, and I've been through a lot, and it's deep stuff that I still have to be in this movement so that things could be fixed. You know, with the kids and the special need kids and all of that, because it's not over until it's finished and completed. And this thing that's going on now is a great thing for me, because I know that the special need kids will be safe. And you know, that's dear to me because of my kids that were special needs. And I didn't know what to do with these kids. I mean, they were like kings, because we had to pick them up, take them, and do everything just like a king. And when you do that, that's God. And so for people that mistreat these kids, ooh, have mercy on them, because it's about to go down, because everything is shut down. So now, you know, that's just, it's a lot of things you got to look at now. And this shutdown is really part of what we've all been through, because we've all been through some things. We've all been through worse things that I've been through. And it's time to shut it all down. And that's what God is saying. We may look at it as a shutdown, like, oh, they shut the government down. Right. They shut the governmental, to govern your mental. Now it's time for you to do it. You govern your own mental in the way that God has chosen us to do it. See, it spoke up again. It just come out. And I gotta say, Frammy. I gotta say that. That just came to me. I thank Frammy too. And I learned Frammy on your show, because you used to always say Frammy. And so I was like, me and my mom, we would say that after the show.
I know. I miss all of them.
It's good.
Yeah.
So
I miss them all. Anyway, Glenda says, Monday, when Len said to put your hand to your heart, that's when God entered me. You know, when we talk, if you put your hand to your heart, you can feel him. The vibrations of what you say. And I do that several times during the day. And then you know what? Whatever I was saying or praying or whatever I was doing, it happens.
Yeah.
And then when I go busy, and I forget to do it, it's just a normal day. So I've learned to do things a little different. And the key word there is learn.
Right.
Because some people don't want to learn. And no matter how old I get, I always want to learn. And I do seek. I seek truth all the time. I mean, just like this morning. I mean, I was surprised that you called when I was doing it. But I was looking at the words and I was going, oh my, he was telling us something already. And then your call came in. I was like, what? I mean, see how God works?
Yeah. And it's not us doing it. It's not Ron and Lynn. Because it just, I'm serious. It's just like, it just happened so fast when I got up this morning. And that's what, I mean, it's like the same frequency. Like, wow. Because everything works on the frequency and dimensions and all of that type of stuff, you know, and a lot of people don't know it. Because, you know, I've been around people where, you know, somebody get upset and they say, oh, they about to turn it up. Turn it up. Yeah, you turning up the frequency so you can be mean and start some stuff. But you have to really, you have to control. You're the controller because God is in you. So when you turn it up on the inside. But when you turn it up on the outside, you're still going to have that same force, but it's just going to be on the outside in that illusion, and then all chaos going to break out. But when you turn it up on the inside, you'll do like, you can turn it up and be all powerful and all knowing and knowing what's happening and seeing the things that's going on in this illusion, because you're not higher than anybody. You just sit high so you can see for yourself. And then your light will shine. Just like this morning, that was a light shining. It was an epiphany. It was a light, because at first, before I called Lynn, I was in the darkness, and not saying bad, but just dark. And all of a sudden the light came on. Call Lynn. You see what I'm saying? So it's not the darkness out here. It's the darkness from you not having the knowledge. And so when I called Lynn and we were talking about the same thing, but not even speaking to each other, but speaking in the spirit, we were able to come into the light together, because she shared what I saw and she saw what I saw, but we didn't see each other and we still didn't see each other until now, because I called her. Because when you call someone, you're sending out that message, because I never talked to Lynn until now. And when I see her, this is just a reflection of what I created for her to see, because it's coming from me, even though I'm looking at her. See, these are the things that we got to know, because when you see on the outside and you talking about somebody, you're only looking in the mirror on the outside because it's yourself. But when you look on the inside and you're speaking of somebody, you're going to speak great things. So anytime you talk on the outside about somebody, you're talking about yourself. But when you talk on the inside about somebody, you're talking about the great things about them, because you're talking to the spirit is talking to spirit. Now, when you see me and I'm on the outside, then we're talking to each other in the flesh. So what I'm saying is walk in the spirit so you won't fulfill the lust of the flesh. The lust of the flesh outside is somebody cheating and fornicating, but the lust of the flesh on the inside is what I just said. It's lusting after things that don't, talking about somebody, and they're doing all they can to be spiritual. And then you see what I'm saying? So we must look from within and see the real being, not the flesh. Because if you see the flesh, it's going to look a mess. So you got to look on the inside to that being. So now, because all those people I told you God sent to me pulled me back into the spirit and really into the spirit. I was there, but I didn't want to be there. But now I'm really in it, because they pulled me back, and God sent those people to watch, and not watch this, watch this. If I'm down, they call me and talk and we lift each other up. We all talk, and I gotta say it, I have a mentor like Mother Price, because she called and she talked and she tell me exactly what I need to do, and she do it in love. Ron, you don't need to do that. This is what, and you need people like that. My uncle is like that. And then Mother Price was in the military. So you need people to straighten you out when you think that you know what you're doing. And that's why she's in a different dimension. And I'm in my dimension. And you see what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know about me. When you have a land to say, no, this is not it. When you have somebody like that and talking with that force, it's not Lynn's flesh. And when she have this frog come in her throat, that's breaking through so that God could speak. So I told Lynn that, I don't know if she remembered it back years ago, that's what that is. And so now, we have to listen. And on the inside, if you don't hear anything I say today, listen on the inside, because that's why I didn't go after those people that killed my 2 kids. I didn't go after them in the physical, but I wanted to, but I didn't. You see, I didn't do that because I listened on the inside. I didn't go and just, I didn't do that. What I did, I went to the people that I thought would help. They didn't help. So now God set the whole shebang and shut everything down. Now you're going to listen. That's what's
true.
going on.
Yeah.
God shut it down. And I thank God for it. It's too much. It's too much. And people, we got to listen on the inside. Stay inside. Go home. Go home. Remember when you outside and those lights come on and the lights go off at 6 o'clock and you better be in the house? This is what I went through. In Jupiter, Florida, when those lights go out, you be in the house. And they used to say, parents, do you know where your children are?
Yeah.
If you remember that, stay there. Because they distracted us with all this stuff that's going on now. The news used to say it. I hope you remember.
Actually, they're still set. They just said it the other day. I found that when I heard that, I said, wow, I haven't heard that in a while.
Because we're going into that dimension. Everything else is being erased. Because see, the dimensions are right here. It's something right here. Everybody that we think is dead is not dead, because we don't die. The spirit lives. Who told you that? You know, with my son Aaron, I'm going to say this and I'll be quiet. Who told me Aaron was dead when I caught them? I'm telling you, I caught them. I was in the hospital. My son was in a coma. In a coma. And everybody around me talking about, oh, he died, you know, and that's just normal because that's what they taught us. But I looked at it and I said, okay, I'm in the hospital looking. I said, now I've seen this scene before. Everybody come in, oh, Mr. Hatcher, I'm sorry, your son has passed away. Every movie I've seen on TV, even in life, I've seen it. They come out. He wasn't dead. He was in a coma. Where he is now, I don't know, because I did not bury him. So I'm saying this. This is why it's a shutdown. It's 3 people that stuck with me, and we sought this thing out. We went to the FBI, the GBI, all of them, and we said, shut it down. Shut Georgia down. We told them, and they did it. Nobody knows this. It was 3 people, me and 2 other people. So I can say I was a part of this because I wanted to know, what did you do with my son? I never seen his body to this day. I didn't even have a funeral. We had a memorial, just like they do with all these other people that's in the industry. We had a memorial because I didn't see the body. They took the body out of the hospital. They took the body out of the hospital without my permission, and we went to where they took his so-called whatever they did with him, but we had a memorial. I never seen his body laying in a casket, the shell or the clone or whatever they have when they put in that body, because God says that we don't die. We live eternally.
Okay, that's in the New Testament. That's in the new part of the Bible that they hidden underneath and we never read about. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, it's in there. He says we don't die.
And see, I didn't know that. I just know when I was going through that, I'm like, okay, now I'm looking at this. My son is in a coma because I'm looking at him in a coma. Oh, he died. And so after that, nobody believed me. I knew when it was going to happen because I told my cousin, Camille. She would come up and tell you. I told her, I said, they're going to do something and my son is not going to be here. Nobody told me this. This was the power that's within me. That's why I'm telling you that's listening to this, stay inside, because that's where the church is. You are the church. That's how I got through. Everybody was like,
That's
how did
true.
you make it
And
through?
so, Jesus, he wasn't who we think he was, but he was a great person in God's eyes.
Yes.
And he went around teaching people about God. See, that's the difference from the Bibles that are the scrolls they kept from us, the books, than versus what we have today. And there's so much more that when you read into them, they're total opposite of what we've been taught. So that's why people seem to be totally different on one side, and on the other side is because they don't understand what's really been said.
And that's why I'm telling people now, because I didn't have I was listening to that imaginary friend that I had when I was little, and I kept doing the right things, and I'm like, oh, I like this. I would never, it wouldn't tell me to do bad stuff. It was always help this person, do this, do that. And I'll tell you this, one time, this one lady had I don't know, it was gangrene. And I heard the voice. He said, just take your hand and put over her. And I did. He said, don't touch her. And I did it. It went away. I've witnessed my son pull that tube out and did it. He couldn't speak. He couldn't do any of that, but he knew what he was doing. And he knew I knew that he knew what he was doing. So he would pull the tube out of his stomach. Instantly, it would go back into like nothing was there. True story. I seen it. And so I'm telling you all, go home, stay home, and stay in. I'm not talking about this home out here, because when you go into a home out here, you're just floating in the air. You just can't see it because you're a spirit. The body is dead, but you're a spirit, that power inside. And sometimes when you get so into that spirit, you can see, because one day I was coming home and I saw cars, and then I flipped into like lights. Everybody was going in a formation. And I'm like, what is this? And then it comes back, because it's like the power in you and the creator is giving you a glimpse. And so that's how I've been learning from that glimpse. It's not going to all of a sudden, boom, because I know I would lose it. So I'm just go home. That's all. That's all I'm saying, because there's nothing out here. You just got to stay home. And I really mean that. Listen to what I'm saying. There's nothing out here. I hope you hear that. It's all inside. Everything inside is created. And let me say this too. Even in people talking, like just say, Lynn, if I was talking to you, I'm just using you because we're talking, and you say, but Ron, I'm just going to do something silly. Ron, that's ugly. I don't like that on you. And then I would say, well, Lynn, what's on the show? What you talking about in the show? I just didn't even listen to that. I created something totally different. And then we never went back to what you were saying that was ugly that I had on. You see, I'm just using that. And so when we do that, you're the creator. So you create it. And I just simply say, well, Lynn, what's the topic about today? I didn't even hear what was going on the outside in the low frequency. Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And we have to practice this, because now that you know, it's ready to happen now. You're going to have to learn. It's going to happen. And you just have to remember, stay inside.
But you know what, Ron? God told me a long time ago that ease everyone in. And I got it again a couple of weeks ago. Something happened, and I don't know exactly what it was, but I heard again, I was walking upstairs. I heard him say, ease them in. And I thought, okay, what am I easing them in on? I still don't know what I'm easing them in on. Well, maybe the Bible, where it's been changed. But, it has not been changed. It was always written. They just took books out to make it look sometimes that it was us. And sometimes we know for a fact it was made for the evil, because back then the people that was actually removing and keeping sometimes got let's say this, They got so fast trying to get them in and out of those Bibles that they got them mixed up and they got published. And they couldn't withdraw them. So they kept rewriting so nobody would pay attention.
Well, you know,
everything here on this earth is man having control.
And Lynn, easing them in is what we're being eased into now. Because if the military told us, boom, this is what happened.
I say that all the time.
Yeah. And so the easing in is like how God was doing with me. See, I only can use me. He gave me a glimpse of people that were people I thought were people. They're actually beings. And I saw them. I'm driving in the car and I was like, whoa, you know, that was an ease. And so then as I grow and walk slowly, he showed me something else. So he didn't come out and just say, this is what it says and this, because that's going to be ego. That's ego, because I learned that. And when I started, I always think now and I listen inside. And so I won't just go boom and hit somebody. Like this morning, I had to think and say, let me see, you know, because I had to go. It's right there inside. And I did it because the guides, the inside was saying, okay, this is a great time for you to talk. And when you talk, let me speak. You be quiet. Don't let your ego come up on the screen. You know, this is how I'm dealing with you know, the power in me, and that God talks to me, the higher self, the power, the whole creative talks to me and say, now look, when we go on this show, you sit down, you know, don't you go and trying to do what you want to do and say what you got to say and what you did, because it's not about you. It's about the power. It's about my power. And that's what I'm doing, because it's a lot of things I want to say, but it's not for me to say, because then I'll take everybody back into the flesh, and you don't want to do that.
Right.
And so when it could be, I don't know, but only you would know what he means. Only thing I can do is say what it meant to me, because that glimpse, because if I come out with, I seen this and this came up and all of this, then the people gonna be like, oh, he crazy. I don't know. Well, I ain't listening to him no more. But when you give people a little and let God do it, if God do it, it's gonna come out right. That's what I was saying with the song. If I did it, you know, and I'll give you an example. I could have took the Simply Lynn song and distributed in the clubs and all of this stuff, you know, and everybody, you know, I could have done that. But no, I didn't want anything from it, because it's for you. But if I get in from what I've learned from the music industry, that Simply Lynn song would be in clubs. People probably they'll be doing TikToks, and I'ma say it, dropping it down. They'll be doing all of that to that song. But you can't do that. So, and I had to give what God has given. So when you allow God to do it, oh, it's gonna come out right. And you step back, meaning me, about the song. So that's just I could just say that. And then what you have to do is take from that and you see what it is for you. Because if I tell you this is what you need to do, Lynn, then that's an ego.
Right.
And I learned that. P-Tail. And I say that because she helped me, man, because you don't really know. You don't know, you know, we don't know everything. And it takes other people to tell you. And that's why I say that. And that was my ego. And it didn't even know it was an ego. Look, I didn't even know what an ego was. I'll be real. But I found out, because that's what was happening to me. And it wasn't a big one. It was just an ego. And I had to humble myself under the mighty hand of God.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, somebody just sent me this.
Uh-oh.
It says Elvis in the White House.
Okay.
Okay, I haven't played it. You guys want to hear it? I haven't played it. It just came in. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys want to hear this? It just came in. It says
Yeah.
Elvis in the White House. Okay, it must be a guy talking. Wait a minute. Wow. Wait a minute. Can I open it? Wait a minute. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. What is this? Okay, I'm going to play it first time. I have no idea what this is. Holy cow, but we're going to play it. Okay, let me go back in.
Oh,
hold on. Let me see. So don't hold it against me if it goes south. Okay. Oh. Okay, it is a video. Who's it on? This is on. I don't know. Oh, maybe it's TikTok? Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to play
So
it.
apparently Trump is playing Are You Lonesome Tonight by Elvis Presley.
Uh-oh.
And if you're walking outside the White House, you can hear the song. It's being played really, really loud. You know, saying, you know how he always likes to leave little clues, right? We all know the words to this song, but, you know, you should really read all the words.
That song.
Just go on Spotify, you can read the lyrics. It's pretty interesting. I have my own take on it, but I'm not going to say nothing. Why don't you guys put in the comments what you think it means, the lyrics from Are You Lonesome Tonight by Elvis Presley, being played at the White House. You could hear it from the road.
Look at that face.
Oh my gosh, Ron, it's that song.
I'm telling you, if
You read your lines so cleverly and never missed a cue. Then came Act 2. You seemed to change. You acted strange.
See, you've seen the change. You acted strange. Oh
Lynn,
my gosh, somebody's
Lynn,
listening. What?
you know we didn't plan this, so I'm like,
No,
this
they
is
just sent
strategically
it.
planned by God.
Oh my goodness.
This is strategically planned by God. And you know what? I changed the AI stuff. This is what God told. This is what I'll say Michael, one of my teachers, told me from inside. AI is artificial intelligence on the outside, all intelligence on the inside.
Wow.
That's strange. Come on now.
How did they know we were doing that?
It's God. It's
And
not
yet
man.
I'm looking at it, and I don't have anything that said who sent it. It just
I'm
says
telling you.
TikTok on the side. There's nobody on it. So I can't even go back and say something to them. Oh, that's weird. It just flips up, and I'm like, what is that?
It happens all the time. It's God. See,
wow.
They taught us to think that it's them, it's God. Now, it would have been us if I would have called, say, Lynn, let's plan this to go on your show so we can do this. That's what they do in scripts. This was real because I was getting ready to do something else.
Okay. Do what? What were you gonna do?
No, I'm saying when I called you, I was getting ready to do something else, and I wasn't. It was in the dark about this, and then called Lynn. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, I mean, when you called me, you were so like, I thought something was wrong because you don't ever call. As soon as I see somebody's name come up that's, I talked to, and then I haven't talked to them in a while, I'm going to answer it because I want to find out if there's an issue, if they need prayer or whatever. And I see your name and I'm like, hello. And you go, Lynn. And I'm like, uh-oh, bad news. And then all of a sudden you come out like this. And I said, I already did it. And you go, what?
And see, with me, I'm just going to be me. I mean, I'm from Florida and I'm talking like this is just me. I can't change it. I tried that in the industry. I cannot do it. So I have to be me. And so calling you this morning, it was like, that's why I was like, Lynn, you up? Are you ready?
I was like, yeah.
Because I'm you know what? Because I'm listening to the flesh, like, well, she's getting ready for the show. Now, this is all it's saying to me. She's getting ready for the show. She's not gonna be able to talk to you. She's not gonna answer the phone. I never listen to that. I just do it. And that's what I'm saying. Stay inside. Don't listen to that stuff, because that's normal. It's normal for you to, you were getting ready for the show. You were doing this.
I was.
But the flesh was telling me she's not going to be able to talk to you because, all that. As if I would say that. And that's like stopping somebody in the physical from doing what God has told them to do. So that evil spirit, which was telling me, don't call her because she's going to be doing something else. She's not going to be able to talk to you.
Yeah. And just before you called, I had several calls coming in asking for prayers. And so I finished those. The next thing you call, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, are you okay?
So I'm saying all of this, and we're saying this to you all to let you know this was not planned by us. And even with that, what you just played, the same song. Come on, we on the same frequency.
I know. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Arlene says, I heard that song at 3:30 a.m. I believe it was on your channel, Lynn. I don't think it was at 3:30 in the morning. At least I don't think so. I mean, I'm barely crawling out at what, 5:35? No, 5 o'clock. Yeah. Well, my 3:30 is not off from 5. That's okay.
And you know
So,
what just
you
came
know what?
to me?
I consider them all confirmations. I mean, I've been getting confirmation. And it's just differently, but I still get them. And some of them shock me, and some I laugh so hard I can't even stand. My stomach will hurt. But you know what? They're good. And this is what we need. We need to come together, and we need to understand that things do happen. And there's no such thing as coincidence, and I've never believed it. And again, everybody say it's deja vu. No, it's not. You've been there. You just don't remember it.
Right.
I mean, I don't have it anymore, but years ago I used to have it all the time. And I go, wait, I've done that. Wait, I've been here. My mom says, no, you haven't. I says, Mom, I'm telling you, I've been here. You have not been here, young lady. Yeah.
So
I haven't had them lately. I think because prayers stop it. And sometimes I think prayers help it. But I think the way I'm praying now, it calms the soul and the spirit.
I know when I just go lay down and just listen. And I block everything out, and then I just hear everything going on inside. And I can hear like the thoughts, and I shut them off. I mean, because I have that power to shut it off. If I don't want to hear a thought, I can shut it off. I can. And we all can do it, but we do it in our own way. So I shut everything off, and then I hear what the Spirit is saying to the church. And that's what I know. I know it. I don't believe no more. I know. I believed enough to know.
All right. So I can tell you that we're going to change the subject a little bit. I do know the RV is happening as far as materialistic. I do know it's happening. I have something that I was going to show the last time I was on. I didn't have enough time. I'm going to show it now, and I'm going to show you. Did it get confirmed? Absolutely. Now I'm going to show everybody so you understand a little bit what is happening. So this came out on September 29th. This is from Zimbabwe. Christian leaders in Zimbabwe urge debt cancellation to alleviate economic burdens. This was done on the 29th. So let's go down here. Can you guys see this? Ryan, can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. It says members of Zimbabwe's heads of Christian denomination marked the International Day of Peace on September 21st with an appeal to the international community to cancel Zimbabwe's debt, saying such a step would help relieve the country's economy, reduce poverty, and build a lasting peace. Zimbabwe is struggling with with an $8.3 billion debt in U.S. dollars. Wow. Mostly in arrears, which blocks access to affordable and international financing and slows economic recovery. In a joint statement published on Twitter by the Zimbabwe Council of Churches, the ZHOCD body, which consists of Zimbabwe Catholic Bishops Conference. Now, these are not bad. These are good ones. Fellowship of Zimbabwe and the Union for Development of Churches of Zimbabwe, Africa. The Christian leaders stress that peace cannot be separated from social and economic well-being. On the International Peace Day, we urge international partners to consider debt cancellation to alleviate the economic burden on our nation, and local leadership to alleviate the situation on the arrest and social evils that threaten the very fiber of our society, quote unquote. This was done on September 21st. They are such rich in minerals. There's another thing I heard they have. They are a very rich country, even though they told they were very, very poor. They are very rich. They just don't know it. They've been suppressed just like every other country. So here they're saying that they are going to do their debt relief. But I don't think it's done yet. But I am going to call somebody from Zimbabwe. She's very polite, very nice. I'm going to see if she can come up and explain what's exactly happening. So things are happening. Yeah, one of the world's richest gold deposits. Yep. Black Matrix, absolutely.
Wow.
I don't post anything until I can get it verified.
Edit, right.
And if I can't verify it, I let you know I don't know. Now, Ron, listen to this one, guys. Everybody listen to this. This is from Script Keeper. I don't know why I can't talk this morning. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, where are we at here? You know what? On X, you used to be able to expand. It won't let you anymore. Okay, now listen to him. Hey, David. Zimbabwe has what is called rich surface gold. That's correct.
Super. 60 seconds. All right. So this is the U.S. National Debt Clock.org. All right. Let's just look at it. Total hidden wealth. Y'all see. Recaptured assets. Recaptured assets.
Now I'm going to stop it at this. I want you to hear this because I brought this up with another person. Now he's saying it. Listen to how he's saying things. He's telling you this right here. Okay?
Remember, words have meanings. Now let's go up here. U.S. drug deaths, 114,000 right now. Homeless, 702,000. There shouldn't be any homeless people in America.
No.
Well, you sound like a retard script because there's going to be homeless people.
If there's millionaires and billionaires, there shouldn't be any homeless people in America, period. You can read the rest. And one more for good measure. I'm looking at this total hidden wealth. Shout out to Black Sheep because she's always on top of it, right? And then look, wealth per citizen. Let's see the secret window. Here's your secret window. American Supercycle, a golden age of wonders. Let's go back first. Total hidden wealth. This is going to tie into those. Recaptured assets. Now look, U.S. millionaires. There's 23 million U.S. millionaires. You know, that means they may have 2 million, 3 million, 4 million.
But Script, this is all bullshit. It's just screenshots you're grabbing off of Telegram.
So I went to the website so you can see it's all live and all the numbers at the same time. So this way nobody says anything, right? And you've seen there's a few people that pay attention to this. Savings per taxpayer. Look at all the money Doge is saving, the Doge clock. It's pretty phenomenal right now, like watching all of this. But will they deliver? That's the main question, right? Now, recaptured or captured assets sounds like asset seizure to me. It's kind of like what they did to Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, all these people. But when they capture assets, people, the way I would have thought it with the deep state and what they would have did, they would have just, put it into some program, sent it out to USAID, not USAID, USAID, send it over to Ukraine, put it back in their pockets, right? I don't think that's happening this time, guys. I really don't. I think we're going to be pretty surprised. And that's just me. And you say, oh, that's hopium script. That's hopium. Well, isn't hope what destroyed the, the dark forces in Star Wars? The rebellion and their hope. Their hopium. It's not hopium. It's just you educating yourself and doing research. And some of this stuff comes up and it's quite interesting. Just saying. Tariffs, External Revenue Service. Trump is making moves. Let's look at this again. Total hidden wealth and then wealth per citizen. So this has been the reverse of.
Did you catch all that? Uh-oh, we lost Ron. Did you guys catch that? So, okay, here he comes. There you are.
Yeah, it went out.
Did you catch that?
Yes, I did.
So if they were not, okay, so we're looking at everything on that as transparency. Because everything on there is it's never going down, not unless it's from the baddies.
Right.
So everything that's good for the people is all going up. But one thing that Script Keeper said was, will we ever see it? Yes, we will. When? When God says it's time for it to go. And I truly believe that. And we are so close. And he has said that to me. Hang on. We're almost there. Hang on. I don't want to ever hear the word soon again, ever. Can you hear me? Ron, are you there? Ooh. So you see, it keeps growing. It's not going down. It's growing. And actually, the ones to the citizen is going to be much, much higher. What ghost? Oh, sorry. What are you saying? How many times have we stressed? Do your research, not take our own word on your truth. Verify it on your own terms. We share information, and it's your job to discern what is true. Why? What's wrong? I mean, I can't give you much truth if I'm not giving you the proof. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me, Ron?
It is still doing this.
Up there, you're getting ready to go again. Okay, we hear you, Ron. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. I'm going to show you something else. Now, this was 2 days ago. Okay, so hang on. Remember, I told you she's my news girl.
Earlier in the week, I had told you guys about the ruling from the Supreme Court where Trump must release the USAID funds for work that has already been completed. However, they have also told him that he has complete power to do away with USAID as well. Now that Trump's heard this, he has come out and said, bet. He is now saying that he will be filing criminal charges on the staff at USAID. Trump supporters everywhere, this is what we have been waiting on. Charges are fixing to be filed and arrests are fixing to be made. Those who have stolen our money and gave it to overseas, they're going to be really, really upset when those criminal indictments come out. If they were upset about losing their jobs, I wonder how upset they're going to be about being indicted and possibly imprisoned. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. God bless you all.
Okay, so one thing I want you guys to keep remembering, because it's up there. What you have lost and you're still here, the true government, which we've talked about, will restore everything you've lost. If you did not do something purposely to lose that property or vehicle or whatever, they will restore it back to you. Let me see. Oh, I know I need to listen to this, but I want you to excuse the beginning of it, please. Oh, I lost Ron. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right, now listen. This is really good.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever? Never got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally.
A new world order. These allegations are false. Weapons of mass destruction. The USA Patriot Act. The blueprint for large corporations.
We once were, we are no longer a Christian nation.
Donald Trump confirmed that he is considering a run in 2016.
Do it.
I am officially running for President of the United States.
He will never be President of the United States.
Donald Trump will never be elected President of the United States.
People are watching these results come in.
We're going to make this decision now. Donald Trump will be the 45th President of the United States.
Does it ever seem to you that President Trump has done more than any president in modern history?
In the 10 years I've been involved in politics, I've never seen an administration hit the ground running like this.
I could spend the rest of the hour laying out the accomplishments under the Trump presidency, despite everything
thrown at them.
Market just had its 12th straight record close.
Taking action to save as many kids as they can.
We were energy independent under the Trump administration.
More Americans reported being employed than ever.
Helping those who have served our country in the military to get access to mental health care.
The Great American Outdoors Act is the largest single piece of legislation to support our national parks and public land.
Created more than 7 million good-paying jobs.
Websites can be held liable in court for having sex trafficking content.
The Abraham Accords, which for any other president would have been multiple peace prizes.
America did not enter into a foreign war.
The employment rate in the U.S. fell to 3.5%.
The First Step Act eases federal sentencing for nonviolent offenders.
Increased funding for historically black colleges and universities.
Allows terminally ill patients easier access to experimental drugs.
Kept the inflation rate low.
Honored with the Bipartisan Justice Award.
Had a massive MS-13 gang problem. 3.9% is the unemployment rate, requiring airports to provide lactation rooms for breastfeeding mothers.
Middle class family income increased nearly $6,000.
A dramatic escalation in his crackdown on illegal immigration. An advocate for educational choice.
Tariffs on Mexico and Canada.
An act preventing animal cruelty and torture.
Taking out Baghdadi, the head of ISIS, Soleimani, the Iranian general.
Save Our Seas Act commitment to environmental issues.
We're saying Merry Christmas again.
Community development in low-income urban and rural communities.
Help us to remember the importance of fighting off tyranny.
Pulling out of UNESCO, the World Health Organization, the Paris Climate Accords, reassessing NATO and the United Nations.
Stood up for Christianity and the Constitution more than any president in American modern history.
We are stopping the attacks on Judeo-Christian values. Do you miss me yet?
So let me explain to you about that video. So the video itself has good content. We would have been going, yay, 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 correct? Okay, but if you knew the truth behind everything, you wouldn't be going, yay, 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 because it's not Trump. And I keep trying to tell you that. Number one, there are many people that are involved in it. Those that I will not mention, those that I do have interest in. Ron, you okay?
Yeah.
That video was to entertain you, to make you think, oh my gosh, look what a wonderful president we have. Okay, so that video, I sent back a comment to that person, and I said, that's the most corruption any individual as a podcaster could ever do. Response back to me was, who do you think you are? I know nothing about you. I said, you want to see who I am? I said, come on over. They came over last week, listened to one of the videos, went into all of my videos, came back and responded and says, you know what? I apologize. Now, what they're apologizing for, I have no idea. But this is the hopium. This is a thing that they want you to think we've got the greatest president on earth. We don't. We do not have that president. We've never had a president ever in history that was voted by the people. Go look it up. Do your research. You see, you couldn't see the truth before because they hid everything. Now they're slowly letting everything out. But once you get into doing heavy research, oh, you start seeing it. Oh, it's plain and clear. And those that are saying, Lynn, don't say that stuff. Lynn, don't do this. Lynn, don't do that. Really? guys, everything is the truth. When it comes to the RV, when it comes to the greatest wealth transfer, when it comes to the Jubilee, it's all true. But they want to skirt you away from that. And that's what they're doing right now. Nobody wants to talk about the RV. Nobody's talking about it. It's went completely silent. Why?
And I want to say this. This is why I stay inside. Because when you're inside, you can see everything. And when you live inside and God uses you, you'll be able to see everything and it will come out like perfect. So that's the reason I stay inside anytime. And sometimes you have to agree with the adversary quickly. So when you just agree, and that just brings peace. So if you know what I'm saying, it brings peace, because if you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, that's going to create something that our God that lives inside of us has nothing to do with that. But when you stay inside, you'll be able to have everything in peace. So that's why I'm saying, when you leave here from listening to what I'm saying, go in peace. That's why Yeshua, Jesus, that's why he said that. Because you have to go in peace. That's all I can say about any of this. And it's really up to you to know who you are inside, so that you'll be able to exude out the beauty of God. Right. And then people will listen, because it'll connect with the inside of them, like we started out this morning. That's it. When we did this morning, that was not Ron. That was not Lynn. That was God. And so I'm just stay in that arena with God, because it's all about God. Even with all this stuff is going on, like I said in the beginning, it started out and it's going to end up. Because remember, when you see that gold fringe flag, that's a corporation.
Actually, I've not seen it when he's been in the office. They're gone.
Right.
Here, I want to show you what he put out. So you tell me they don't know this stuff already. So he put this out. It's coming up there. Okay, now he's talked about this. He's now supposedly the letter there. What if cures already exist? We know they do. Who says this? What about the billions, public, private, government, provided to fund cure dev? Sheep. These people are sick. Q. All right, so let's see what he's got to say.
With this order, I'm also directing the federal government to fully utilize artificial intelligence to supercharge pediatric cancer research. It's pretty amazing what's happening. For years, we've been amassing data about childhood cancer, but until now, we've been unable to fully exploit this trove of information and apply it to practical medicine. Using cutting-edge AI, we will empower scientists and researchers to discover new treatments, cures, and prevention strategies. AI can also make groundbreaking trials and therapies, and it's just going to be so accessible to everybody, families all across the country. So it's going to be amazing. What's happening is amazing.
Okay, so let me explain this to you. Years ago, when the first thing came out, called the MRI, everybody said, "Wow, what's that big thing?" Well, you lay down in it and you scoot in and you're cramped in, and a lot of people can't go in it. And they scan this thump, 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 thump. Don't you think that was done by AI? Why are the men or the women that go in and help you to get into the MRI go behind the shield. What do you think they're doing back there? They're putting into a speaker what they see. Some of them are typing on a keyboard. Don't you think they already are doing AI? They've been doing it for years. When you called years ago, oh, I need to call the phone company. You call and you get what? Guys, they've been doing it for years. Everybody says, oh, I don't like the AI. I don't like it. I don't like it either. But we better get used to it. Is it going to get a little bit better? Yes. What say you, Ron?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. They're saying there's so much, what? So much noise.
It's noise now?
Actually, Glenna, there is no radiation that comes from an MRI. They want you to believe that, but there's not. It takes pictures, but it's not radiation. At least in the last 15 years, it's not. At least 15. Oh, they're saying Ron should mute when he is not talking. The noise is making it hard to listen. Are you there? Can you hear me?
I'm going to mute right now and see if they can do it.
Okay.
Here I am, I'm listening. In the stillness of the night, I hear you call my name. I don't want to miss the whisper, I don't want to turn away. Childlike heart, I'm leaning in. Speak your word to me. Every step, every breath, Lord, I will believe. I'll rise to my feet, I'll lift up my hands. Even if I tremble, I'll still take the stand. God, here I am. Send me, send me. Your voice is louder than my fear will ever be. God, here I am. Send me, send me. Not my will, but yours, for all the world to see. I know I'm unworthy, but you've made me clean. Touch my lips with holy fire, set this heart ablaze in me. Even if they turn away, still I will obey. I will speak the truth in love, come what may. I'll rise to my feet, I'll lift up my hands. Even in the fire, I will not turn back. God, here I am. Send me, send me. Your voice here I am. Send me, send me. Not my will, but yours, for all the world to see. I won't stay silent, I won't turn back. My life is yours, no holding back. I won't stay silent, I won't turn back. My life is yours, no holding back. God, here I am. Send me, send me, send me. Your voice is louder than my fear will ever be. God, here I am. Send me, send me. Not my will, but yours, for all the world to see. Here I am, Lord, I am listening.
Can you all hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You know, okay, you know what's nice about that song is that God tells you that he's within, that he's always there, no matter what. And do I believe in Jesus? Absolutely. Jesus went out. Ron, you're going to have to mute.
Okay.
See, Jesus went out and he'd spread the word of the gospel. Do we not want to acknowledge Jesus? Absolutely. Whatever, and I'm going to say this again, family, whatever you want to believe, you believe it. Whatever you feel, feel it. Until you feel something is stirring and changing. Only God will do that for you if you ask. And that's always been in our life. Was I shocked to hear that Jesus was not the way it is? Yes, it crushed me. But you know what? I've become to accept that. And do I still say, Lord? But God in the early days said, I am Lord. So you see, don't confuse yourself. It's not worth it. And whoever left here because of what we've said, I truly apologize. But guys, you've got to understand things are going to come out. Not maybe exactly the way you think, but they're going to come out. And I want you to be prepared because I wasn't. And I was by myself when I heard it, and I was sick. I fell, I cried, I did everything. I still have a problem with it. But you see, as I'm growing and I'm praying, he's guiding me.
Can I say something? Is it making noises now?
Go ahead.
If I talk.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what happened because I kept going in and out and I just heard what you said. But what I'm going to say for me, it's Christ. And so That's why it was Jesus Christ. Christ consciousness.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Yeshua the Christ.
Right.
And so,
Yeshua.
just like with Ron Anthony and his Christ, because there's a Ron Anthony and then there's Christ, the power that's within me. So I heard you say someone left. So I was out.
Yeah, many of them did. But you know what, Ron? I went through this before when I was trying to explain to them, and they just left like hurdles because they're not ready for it.
But what happened? Because I kept going in and out, so I didn't hear anything.
Oh, no, I was just, when you were talking, I was just watching. And then when I started talking, I watched, and they were just exiting. But you know what? They're going to lose this whole thing.
Oh, okay. I don't know what it could have been because I was in and out. But I know as for me, that there's a power in all of us, and there's a power of God, and then you have the enemy. So whichever one you choose. So I choose to live for Christ, for God. And it may not be the way that each one of us live different with Christ. So, just like with me, I'm a singer for Christ. I talk out, and you got somebody else that could do different things for Christ. And it's just what you decide. So if it's not, if someone is saying that something is not right, they're right, because it's not right there for them. But
exactly.
Right. And it's not that they're wrong. It's just that you're right. I'm right. Everybody's right according to whatever dimension that you're in.
Exactly.
And it's not to be upset. I mean, I witnessed my son being killed and all of that. Both of my kids, so they say. And so I had to love and still forgive. I had to, it's nothing. It wasn't me. It was the power, the Christ that's within me, Christ consciousness. Because the me wanted to do something, but the Christ consciousness, you live from within. So if someone left because of that, then they're right, because it's according to them.
Well, the very first time that I started talking about what was actually in the books found underneath the Vatican that I knew of and what they said, but they left, about 1,000 people left.
But you know what, Lynn? And I'm going to say this. I learned everything from within. I listened from within. So I've never read what you said. You said that was in that book. I've never read it. I just know what the power of God is leading me to tell me and guiding me. And I'm listening. And so I don't know what was in the different books, but I do know what the power of God is preaching to me. And I promise you, I've never read. I haven't. I've read some of what the Bibles, the Bible, because I grew up in the church. But all I've ever listened to was that imaginary friend that was always with me. And that healed me from when one of my legs was longer than the other. I mean, I've listened to that. I've never really listened to it. And I know my mom is on here, and I appreciate her for all the things that she's done. And she knows that I was a different character. She can tell you, she's 80. She knows that I would not listen to a lot of things. I would only listen to what's within me. I've always known that. And I don't get caught up in a lot of different things. I just make sure I listen to what thus saith the Lord, God, Yeshua, the Christ, the Creator. Whatever we want to say. For me, I listen within, but for somebody else, they may do something else. But I still have to respect others, and I do. But when I speak, it's going to be for me, this land, and that's just how it is for me. That's
I get it. And you're a person, Ron, but I'm going to tell you, you're not as old as most of us are. And we grew up in the old schools where we sung about Jesus and we knew about Jesus, and he was the one we went to. So, to take that away from somebody who's in their 60s, 70s, or 80s, it's hard to do. And so, like you said, they got to go within and find it themselves. I can't help them. But, I too grew up in the church, and I was strong in the church.
Yes.
And I loved my family in the church. I didn't like the pastor. And then I found out years later that he was a molester of his own children. That I thought I was going to give up on everything, but instead I went and fought against it. And we got him. But then he turned around, they got out, and he started another church. So if he was to do it once, why won't he do it again? I mean, he goes against all of God's principles. God doesn't tell us to go out and do those things. You think God would talk to you and say to do something like that?
No. And you know, some people get caught up in things like that, and then God forgives. But you have to stay inside. You have to stay inside, because really with me, I can't say, like, I have conversations with my kids and I can't tell them what to do. I can just lead them back to them. And then the power inside works through them. So when I, with someone that's going through something like that, I just, like I've been in a church and they were, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this. So I was like, well, what can I do? And I'm a character. I said, well, I just come in here naked. And then what? Then you're going to throw me out. See, I'm like that. I just make fun of us are learning in this stage. And I learned to just respect people and just let people out, and the power in me just say, and I say, okay. And then I just go ahead and I start praying within about any situation, any given situation. I just pray to the Father, the power, the Christ, and that I speak, that God speaks to them through me like we did this morning. Because if I say it, it's going to be some problems. And that's what I've learned. I've learned to let the ego go. Ego is gone.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, so.
Life makes us that way. All right.
You still there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me? Ron, can you hear me? Uh-oh. You poor guy. I love you, Ron. We all love you. Okay, guys. Ron's having technical difficulty. Yes, to your Q&A will be on Monday. We're going to have a Q&A Monday. We are going to be answering questions. Hopefully, I'll find things out over the weekend. I am talking and listening, and I am doing things to find out what is happening. So, guys, it's quiet. Enjoy it, because when it gets bumpy, you're going to wish that it hadn't. So, that's what we've learned is going to happen. I did. I saw it. Ghost, I saw it. All right, family, this is a time that we stop and we go to prayer. Father, we come to you once again this morning. We thank you for having Rahn on and giving us a different perspective, and that people can hear from other people what exactly it is. For sometimes I just don't know how to communicate it because of my deep sincereness that I have. And I struggle, but yet each and every day I learn. And may they too learn that what this world has done with this government and all the corruption that's gone on. But Father, we thank you for bringing us together as a beautiful, beautiful family. That we have them not here just in the chat, those listening, but those that come and say, Lynn, and they come in, and the family gets to hear things. It's a beautiful thing when we can share with each other and stay close. And for those that want to be, nope, not for me, well, I ask you to forgive them. For I know if they really truly stopped and listened with inside themselves and put their hand on their heart, that you are truly with us. forever and always. Bless everyone as they go. Go on the weekend. May it be nice, beautiful, and shiny for everyone. For we know this evil world, even the government, is going to make things more pressure for us. But we are certain the RV, the Jubilee, and everything it's written, because devs are still found in the old Bibles, in the Old Testaments, and in the circle of love. So, Father, this morning we want to pray for Jan's friend Jim, who's in the hospital. May you heal him. May you fix and control his body to where he knows that you are the one who's there. May he hear you. And may you close his eyes. Let him see that peace can be with him. And he too shall be healed. We want to pray for Dawn, who's asking for a new job. She's not been working since last July, and now they're struggling. Father, let the good company, not a corrupt one, but one of the best that's around, say, Dawn, we'd like to hire you at a higher rate, where more things are better than she's ever imagined. We want to pray for Kenda for Unspoken. Father, whatever her family or she needs, that you honor her and you give it, that you hear her cry, and she too will know that you've done everything for her. We want to pray for Jane and her family. For her daughter, organs are failing. She's in ICU. And I'm asking you to give her new life, for you to cure her, to heal completely, to breathe life back into her, and to wipe away all the impurities. For you say, ask and you shall receive. We know the truth, and so we're asking to heal, to complete each and every one. And for Jane to understand that you are in control, always and forever, and that you love each and every one of us. And her daughter is being heard. Whether she can speak to you or not, you know her pain, and you know what is she's going through. So we as a family unite this morning, and we ask you to heal everyone across this world and to give mercy upon those that are crying out. And I thank you for the friendships that I have, for I love each and every one of them. And I thank you for Rahn, who can't call this morning in confirmation, as I ask you to confirm everything for me, to help me seek the truth, and this family learn more. That each day we come up, that we can show where the truth is coming from, and we can see and hear what we don't want to do. But the truth may hurt, because we came up that way. And today I'm asking you to cleanse their hearts, to let them be set free from the chains. Because things aren't as they are, things aren't as they appear to be. And we will learn that as we go, more and more each day. We thank you for Rahn this morning, his friendship, and his beautiful spirit that he goes within to seek. And even though we don't talk, I'm grateful when he calls. And to bless those all around across the world. Heal those who are calling out for crying, for healing. For those that are homeless, feed them, shelter them, and give them love and peace. And this we pray this morning. In your name, Yahweh. Everybody else said, amen. Guys, go out and have a beautiful, beautiful weekend, because this may be going down after that. So watch your weather, because things are getting ready to change next week. Don't know how bad it would be for you. Some I hear is going to have extremely hot weather for a long time, and others snowstorms, ice, and rain, and others. So why they're doing it, I guess I don't know. I really don't know why, but we need to forgive those, and we do, no matter how evil they are. Forgiveness is everything. Go out and enjoy your life. Don't sit around waiting for something, because God's watching us. Right? He does. Be blessed, because you are. And we thank you for joining us this morning. And we'll see you on Monday. And anything happens in between, I will be up. God bless you, and we love you very, very much. Bye-bye, everybody.